Hey, what's up, fam? It's your boy Darren Brown with Darmac Builders. Um, Coming to you on a Sunday. I went live a little bit earlier, and I was going on talking about a roof. You know how you estimate a roof in terms of size. You do your calculation there, and it's really basic math. But I'm just going to give you guys some insight and input as far as how I do it. And I mean, there's different ways. You got different programs. You got different sites that you can go on. Google Earth is one. But sometimes I like to go and kick the tires and see exactly what I'm dealing with. So this is going to give you a good example also too for those who, you know, when you're doing your wind mitigation and 4-point inspection and the inspector is going over your roof and they're taking photos of it. I'm just going to give you an idea, a little class as far as what they're looking for and how they go about on things. And so it's not so much about if your roof is leaking or anything like that. Sometimes it's the shape and appearance and the age of a roof that the insurance carriers look at. So I'm gonna turn it around so you guys can see, get some clarity on it, and pretty much take it from there. All right. Okay. So here's the roof that I'm doing right now. Looking at, as you can see, this is a flat roof. A lot of people have a little problem. Oh, it's a flat roof and it's gonna leak. It's not necessarily leak, but here's what we call pondering. It rained, the water's still sitting in here. It's going to evaporate eventually, but this is what you're trying to prevent if you're doing a flat roof. So if I get opportunity to do this roof, what I'm going to do is I have to build this up so the water won't, you know, settle there. It's going to be some probably settling, but you don't want water settling over there like for 2 or 3 days right there after it's rained. You can see over there these coconuts. I have no idea where they came from because I see no coconut trees around here. But here's the thing I want you guys to kind of look at is that if you're buying this house or you refine this house and you go get your inspection, this is what the inspector is going to take a shot of. They're going to take a shot of this roof just like this on this date, which is Sunday. Okay, this is what goes to an insurance carrier. This is what goes to your agent and broker or whatever. So this is what things you got to look at. So you realtors out there and you're doing something, you got to make sure that this roof is in shape. I mean, you only can do what you can do, but these coconuts and everything that's on this roof is a no-no. Get them off. Okay, because one thing, these coconuts are hard, right? They're very hard. So if they come and fall on the roof, they can cause damage. Okay, so just take all that in consideration. As you can see here, we have a shingle roof as well. So if it's a shingle roof, it's age, of course, but you can see right here where there's different colorations. There's a color here, and there's a color here. It's 2 different colors. And so that goes in your, that's the photos that the person is going to take, and that's what they're going to see. Okay. It's not about, you know, we get caught up on my roof is not leaking. It's not about that. Maybe 30 years ago that probably was the case, but not now in 2021. All right, so I'm coming to the front part of the roof, which is another flat roof here. There's no pondering here. As you can see, there's no water here, which is fine. But you can see that there is something going on here because there is here, seem like a patchwork, and then you have this roof. It's 2 different things going on here. One thing that concerns me about a flat roof is when you have the shingle or the pitch roof, meaning the flat roof. If there's not enough height, because water can get trapped in this, you know, where vertical meets horizontal in that seam there. So if I'm doing this roof, I would be taking very cautious. Well, I'll be very cautious about this area here. All right. One of the things that I like to keep in mind too is, you know, like the ridge here, the way the house breathes. Usually when I'm doing a roof on the older homes, they back in the day, they didn't put in like vent stacks or things like that. You see some with the turbines, which is fine, but you know, I use all-purpose vents now to let the roof breathe, because all these stacks you see they're not air stacks. They're for plumbing stacks. I can pretty much tell you all your plumbing. There's plumbing there. There's plumbing over there, and there's 3 stacks. That has nothing to do with your roof breathing. This is not as bad because you have this ridge, and they got a ridge cap here so air can flow through. So I will repeat that process. Okay, it's like maybe an inch gap in the ridge so the air can come out or the heat can come out. But what I also would do, I would probably add like some all-purpose vents on, like 2 on this side, maybe 2 on that side, maybe two here, so that house can really breathe, and you'll probably see a significant difference in your electric bill because your air conditioner is not working as hard. Okay, it's not working as hard. So I already have done what I need to do here today. I took my measurements for uh, the shingle roof. I took my measurements for the flat roof, and I come up with stuff, come up with, my calculations. Right here, as you can tell, I don't know how much damage is done to the underlayment, which is the plywood or 1x6 or 1x8 that they have here. So there's really no way of me knowing or getting that information. So I would have to give them like some kind of amount of concession, and then once we tear up everything, then I can see what damage has been done. It doesn't appear that there's a major things going on here outside of the roof is just old and it's dated and what have you. So once this roof is done over, what you do as a homeowner, you call in for your wind mitigation and 4-point inspection, or you call it for a revision if you have done it recently. But if you haven't, then you want to just call in another one to get your roof re-inspected, and not so much inspected, but just more or less taking photos so you can go off to the insurance company, because the insurance companies do not know what you do to your home. So just don't assume that they know that you did a new roof. So you want to make sure that you do that and get that all out the way. So what I'm going to do, because I'm going to be a good Samaritan, I'm going to take these coconuts off the roof, just throw them down, somebody get it up or whatever, so it can have a better appearance. All right, so I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. Here I am on Sunday, getting my job in, working in, not watching the games and stuff like that. And I say that's a bad thing. Do what you want to do. Watch all the football, you want to. But I'm just out here because, time is what we cannot reproduce. So I'm just trying to make sure that I get everything done as much as I possible on Sunday, and I have to go to another project, and then tomorrow is Monday, and we just we do this thing again. All right, so if you guys have any questions, make sure you always tune into my videos. Make sure you go to my social media, which is Darmac 2001. I got, you just clicking my name on social media, you see videos, you see things that I'm doing. Some is silly, some is mostly information, help you out with your construction need. And that's what my site is going to be. It's for construction, business, real estate. If you want to learn some about that, tune in. If you don't, no problem. Okay. I talk about insurances like I'm talking about now here. It's like this is what they're looking for. So if you're buying a house, this is what they're going to be taking pictures of. This is what they would have taken a picture of right here. Okay. So with that being said, peace.